My Mother, the Person and the Patient is an original podcast written and hosted by me, Fortuma Kuso. This podcast is about my mother, Timira Abdisamed, Ayaya we call her. That's the Somali word for grandmother. And her great-grandkids call her Ayaya too, and that's their way of saying great-grandmother. My mother's diagnosis of Alzheimer's in 2011 rattled me, and the doctor's warning of what was to come did nothing to comfort me. I was determined, leaving that doctor's office, that I would be prepared. I would prepare myself and I would prepare all my loved ones to know what will happen with mom. But looking back, 11 years later, I could have never been prepared to what came after the diagnosis. Even if I go back to 11 years and I know what I know now, there was no way I could have prepared myself for what came. The only way I could describe the feeling that came with Alzheimer's disease is if you had a light on in a room and you turned it off, next time you come back into that room and you turn that light back on, the layout is different. Everything is different. Sometimes the difference is just light. You barely notice it. And some days the difference is so drastic, it startles you. So early on in my mother's diagnosis, I had to make a decision to take this disease on one day at a time. If I were ever going to have the chance to walk with my mother on this journey of living with Alzheimer's, I had to take this one day at a time event. When you listen to how we arrived at my mother's diagnosis and what followed, it's so easy to see her just as the patient, to see her as nothing more than the disease that reduced her to shell of her old self. But I want to also to tell you about my mother, the person, the fierce woman that told her stories unapologetically, celebrating the beautiful parts and harsh realities equally. I want to share with you the stories she told us about her life as a girl growing up in a small village, the tales that marked her adulthood. I want to share with you all her losses and the ultimate winnings. My Mother, the Person and the Patient launches Sunday, January the 8th on a weekly basis. And this is your official invitation to join me as I share with you my mother's stories as both the person and the patient. Thank you.